Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Addicted Sisters. There's a beautiful picture of our mom and dad, probably out at Granny's in Blue Springs, from 1947. I am shaking as I am standing up.
That music would have been perfect for their time frame, too.
Probably. Mom was so skinny.
Yes.
Pretty picture. Anyway, that's it.
Hello.
So we wanted to welcome you to our Flosstube number 41. And today is...
sorry.
Yeah, it's always doing that to me. Today is December 1st, 2018.
I cannot believe it's December.
I know.
It's gone so quick.
I know. It's Nancy's favorite month of the year. We'll tell you why later.
More than one reason, too. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking us. Thank you for
Thank you for being a friend.
We really love all the comments and
you guys really brighten the day.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of a rough week for me anyway. And
yeah, I'm ended up with migraine this week, so just weather change stuff. So
it's just been fun.
And we started out Sunday. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you. Sunday was when it snowed, right?
Yes.
Really bad? Really bad?
Really bad, yeah.
Eric and I were here by ourselves. He was downstairs. I was upstairs, snuggling with the cat, watching TV. And all of a sudden we hear, and this big green light filled the house.
Oh my.
The transformer out back blew.
Oh.
And I heard Eric.
We've had that happen.
I heard
Eric
downstairs going, "Oh my God, what's going on?" Of course, that's a nicer way than he actually said
Yes,
it.
I'm sure there were some choice words in there.
But, he came roaring up the steps trying to check things out. And it never went out. I mean, power went off and came right back on.
Huh.
Just long enough to mess up all the clocks. We had to go fix all the clocks. But that happened on Sunday. Couldn't get out on Monday very well. Tuesday, which you would have thought would have been a better day, I slid into 68th Street because it was just a solid sheet of ice.
School was canceled Monday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of surprised.
It was an exciting week.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that they canceled on Tuesday. But they said that they had been out and driven the neighborhoods in the district and that there were way too many slick streets left. They canceled early evening on Monday. And that was a blessing for me because, I woke up Saturday and had a pinched nerve. Well, it just was worse. It was bad all week. I ended up working about a day and a half this week. I just couldn't do it. But I'm trying. I still have, I can feel that it's there. So if I, in the middle of the video, nothing is wrong other than a little twinge. And that's what I'm about down to is just, if I move wrong, then that's what it does.
Can you rub it down with icy hot or Bengay or anything? Does that relieve it?
I can. I didn't think you would like the odor today.
I don't mind at all. I've got some in the other room if you need it.
Sure, Nancy. Let's just do that on camera, okay?
I do that all the time. I use that stuff all the time.
Just so you know, today is a gray, rainy day. We've played with the light a little bit, but it's just not going to be really, really great today.
It's about as bright as we can get.
Sorry, you're going to have to just deal with it today.
We're just not very bright today, okay?
That's our title. Nancy and Laura are not very bright. Okay, so next, shout outs. Did you watch some people this week? I'm looking at my history. That's why.
I knew you were. No, I didn't. I started watching. I'm pointing to the TV in the corner, by the way. I'm sure you can see it. I started watching Jeannie Swartz. But
hi, Jeannie! Happy birthday!
Yes, happy birthday!
So Jeannie popped up on my feed and said, "Today is Jeannie's birthday," and I wrote, "Happy birthday, birthday Flosstube?" ? And so she did end up making another one.
And I got
I can't wait to see it.
No, I got about halfway through it. Just when she started showing things. And then we had to stop and get ready.
That's when I got here.
Yeah.
So, I watched, I'm trying to think where it was that I started here.
It doesn't tell you.
No, but I know I watched the rest of Linda's videos. Blue Horse, Yellow Cow. I love her. And I got to meet her daughter, Sarah. How special that was.
Nice.
And see Sarah's leather works. And
Ooh,
I know.
leather. I like
yeah.
that.
And Michelle Bindi just showed, Sarah makes a bracelet that wraps around your wrist a couple times and snaps.
Oh.
And Michelle had her make it into a ruler.
Oh,
so
cool.
that while she's out, she can
pull that off and measure
yes.
stuff. Very
and
cool.
Sarah split it down the middle. So you don't get like a solid, the solid ruler marks. And Sarah does everything by hand. I cannot remember the name of her business, but if you go watch Blue Horse, Yellow Cow, Flosstube 3A, it is all about Sarah. It's only 8 minutes long. She gives the information on her business.
Nice.
And you can check things out. And she does some lovely work all by hand.
Cool.
So,
cool.
And Linda told why it's Blue Horse, Yellow Cow. So that was interesting. And you need to go watch her and find out. She was lovely to watch.
She is on my list. I just have haven't watched very many. I think I watched some right at the very beginning and that was it. I haven't got back to it. But.
And Linda, you do not need to apologize for not having finishes all the time. Nancy and I counted through what we had, and Nancy was really pleased. She thought with moving this year, she wouldn't have anything. Mm-hmm. And we do have a lot of...
Yeah, I thought I had maybe 4.
And I think we got to 10.
Well.
10 or 12?
Today is 12.
Okay. And that's not counting January.
Right.
Because we didn't start filming until February.
Right. And I don't know if I had something in January or not. So
I'm thinking you probably did.
That
just
we started off with something.
But I also watched Kitten Stitcher. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
And I loved catching up with Teresa. She always makes me laugh. And, I love her lists of 10 things and what she's into. And it's fun to listen and see all that. I caught up with Stitching Social with my girls, Allison and Jen. It's great to see them. Jen, you're going to be jealous because I'm not finished today. And I watched Happy Thanksgiving, Flosstube number 6 with
See, I've got you going.
Count Twice, Stitch Once, Connie and Melina. And actually, Connie commented, and she said she was stitching with grits while I was talking about grits. About buying grits. So that was kind of funny.
Too funny.
But it was nice to catch up with them. They did a video together on Thanksgiving. They were so slap happy. It was funny. I love that. I caught up with Lisa, Kindred Stitcher.
I saw she had a new one.
Yeah, the title is 3 FFOs.
Yes.
Lisa has some beautiful pieces finished. And then I did some back work on Nancy and I. And
I watched a little bit of us too.
I didn't watch us. I just flipped through fast enough to get... I was trying to make a list of all of the previous finishes and current finishes that we've shown this year.
Yeah.
I just needed that help because I had not taken pictures since July to post my finishes. And so I thought, I'm going to get all of this in the book, and then going forward, I'm making sure that I note every time we show something, a finish.
I'll have to get all those notes from you and make me a spreadsheet.
Shortest video in history. Michelle Bindi Stitchy Michelle Garrett, 1 minute 14 seconds, and it's called Flosstube Dang It.
Hashtag dang it.
No hashtag dang it. Yep. She filmed an entire episode with no microphone, so you couldn't hear anything. And she started a new job, so she had to go to work, so she couldn't do it.
My
yes, she was very frustrated. Then I went and caught up with Lisa Clark. Lisa, you need to make some more Flosstube. I love seeing what you're doing. And you're so cute. You did Flosstube number 20, I think? Yeah. Yes, it was number 20. You're too cute. And I love seeing all your finishes, and I've got to try her yo-yo method to put something on the back because I love the idea of sewing all the way around. I watched the latest Marianne's Creative Space. Oh. She is one of the Aussies who films.
Oh, I'm Aussie. I'm thinking Ozzy Osbourne?
Australian.
One of his kids?
And it says lots of project bag fun and whips, and she had a lot of both, and it was really fun to see.
Cool.
So I watched Off the Grid Needle Arts, Friday Off the Grid, and then I watched her Flosstube episode number 53 with this huge pillow. It was amazing. Can you tell how big that is?
Oh, I see her face peeking out.
Yeah, little bitty. And then I started watching Jan Hicks Creates, and I watched several.
Well, she is very prolific with her videos.
I started at
Good for you.
Well, I started at the beginning because they're not that long.
Not too bad.
And then I did watch Michelle's just a day late, and then I have been behind on Priscilla and Chelsea.
Yes, me too.
And I sat and binge watched Priscilla and Chelsea. And I watched the tours, and I watched all of their floss tubes. And you get to see Cash in some of the greatest little outfits. And you get to hear all about their life and what's going on and just all the great things. And
I saw, because I follow her on Facebook, Priscilla on Facebook.
And Instagram for me too.
Her husband gave her a surprise cruise before the family cruise. So they went off together and had a great time.
The family just came down to Disney World and spent her birthday with her. They were there less than 24 hours and then came home. And it was really interesting. And they talked about that Priscilla and her husband had just left the hotel to go to Disney to stay at their hotel because their room at French Quarter wasn't ready. And so Chelsea and her brothers came in and they were trying to get in, and the people said, "Do you have a reservation?" She's like, "No, but my parents just left. We'll take that room." So anyway, that's who I watched this week. I was home a lot. I watched a lot. So
productive. Very productive time while you were in pain.
Yeah. And I'll have to tell you,
you were in pain.
I'm missing something there.
Well, it came out wrong, so it sounded like I was being real mean to you.
Well, that would be normal.
No. I tease hard, but...
While I was sitting, trying to make myself sit on... I went to work...
I lost your train of thought,
yes.
Right?
I went to work for a half day on Wednesday because since I work for the school district, in order to be paid for Thanksgiving, I had to go work the first day back. And I was only there about a half day. And I went home. And on Thursday, I tried to go to work and couldn't. And so I knew I needed to just sit myself down, keep myself still, sit. It was great light on Thursday. I pulled out my Prairie Schooler Santa over one on black, and I sat and stitched on it for about 2 hours.
Wow, so you got a lot done.
I did. I mean, it's like this much.
Well, yeah.
Because I did his boots and the little white cuff on the bottom with the holly across. And I did his staff, but that was just, that was what I could do. And Nancy's getting messages. Do you see that? She says she's not mean. But anyway, it made me sit still. So that was good. Comments and questions. I only wrote down about 4. I already told you one that Connie said that she was stitching with grits while I was talking about it. Dina Drager wanted to know how to scan photos that are stuck in photo albums. And I know you already answered her, but do you want to go ahead and talk about what you did? I'm getting a drink.
Yeah, I mean, whew. Okay, what I do is my scanner, when we hooked it up, had a program that automatically loads on your computer. Quit it. I like to wiggle.
You're making me crazy.
So I just open that up, scan the whole page, and then I crop down to whichever picture I want to save, and save that way, and then rescan the whole page, do the next one, over and over and over like that until you're done.
And it is tedious.
It's very, very.
But it is worth it.
Hours and hours and hours to get it done.
Which is why Nancy did it after my computer crashed and lost everything. Yeah. Because once through is really about all you can stand. It really is. So that's a lot of patience.
It's not hard.
No.
It's just time consuming.
So, Dina, maybe get a friend or a family member, somebody to hang out with you.
Yeah. And at least get you started. And
just have somebody to visit with you.
Yeah,
I was going to say that. That's funny.
As we both point to the TV that you can't see in the corner.
Oh, okay. Kimberly Tattersfield said she is kitting up lavender and lace Celtic Spring while she's watching us.
Oh, I love those.
I have some really pretty fabric for that, and boy, do you make me want to start it.
I've got them over there. I could have pulled them out.
Well, I have mine at home, and
I've got two, and you've got two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have some beautiful fabric for the two. So, and she said she's waiting for some sleeves from me. Kimberly, you are cracking me up because you ordered one, and then you got back on and you ordered again. So I love that you're watching that. Hey, and that makes me think I brought some sleeves to show you. This cute one, I love.
You're going to do it in the middle of our comments?
Yeah, because I'm talking about sleeves.
Okay.
So the last one talks about sleeves too.
Okay.
So this one, I think we called it Letters to Santa. It's all these little stamps.
That's cute.
It's adorable. It doesn't show so well in a big picture on our page. And inside we put this really cute Santa fabric.
Oh, that's really vintage looking.
And it's got a little bit of sparkle. But this...
Cute.
Let's see, I'll get a little closer. And it's just cute. We loved this. I picked this up and Katie goes, Mom, nobody likes stamps except us. And I said, but it's like letters from Santa. So that was it.
Very cute.
This one is an oldie but a goodie. Brendan named this, and I think he did not choose wisely. Brendan called this 8-bit assault. To me, I think this looks like Space Invaders.
Uh-huh.
And, I just think it's funny. And it's just bright orange. This is one of our snuggles, so it is flannel. But it's just kind of a cute one that, a little more boyish, a little more masculine.
Uh-huh.
Kind of bright colors. Now, this one we call Check Please. And it's really fun. It's made up of all these receipts. Oops. Oh, I'm catching things. And inside, we had bought this and saved it. And it's perfect for this. It's one of the foils.
Uh-huh.
But these checks, like some of them have books. Like Atonement, You Before Me, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, The Joylet Club, Waiting, and Kite Runner. But there are also fun things like
zinnias and lysanthias, morning glory, caladiums.
And then there's one custom birthday cake, 2 tiers. 1 vanilla bean, 10 inches. 2 raspberry, 8 inches. Buttercream frosting, fondant flour decks, half down deposit now and half upon delivery. And
pick up at 6 p.m.
Yes, and they're just fun. I mean,
cute.
They're just all these receipts, and some of them have like thank you at the bottom. Some of them have the buyer's information. Some of them have the seller's information. It's just kind of cute. And again, that's another one that doesn't show up really well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just adorable because it's, it just kind of,
yeah,
it's just fun to see. Organic plant food and round fiber pots.
And 10-pack, yeah.
SA fiber pots and Digiplexus purple. That's what it says.
It sure does.
Digiplexus purple. So anyway, that's my shop flash for you, and my shop information is always below. Most of you are using Bendy 10 because you watch Michelle. That is perfectly fine. If you don't watch Michelle, if you need a code, whatever, my code's listed below, and it's Mamma Mia. And it always gets you at least 10%. Every once in a while, it gets you a little more.
Woo!
But, I mean, that's like at Mother's Day, my code got you a little more. And on my birthday, my code got you a little more. So the other one that I had in here was actually an email to our Love You More Studio email from Jody Brady.
Funny.
And she said that she enjoyed our floss tube and that Nancy and I seem like old and dear friends. And
That's so sweet.
At first my brain said we're sisters. But I understood then that she was saying that we seemed like old and dear friends to her.
Yeah.
And then she said she bought 3 sleeves from me as gifts, but now she may keep them all. So I cracked up about that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have that thing that you get something in your hands, you're going to give it as a gift, and then you look at it and go,
I'm keeping that. Just like those last year when I was stitching for retreat, and I stitched 5 pincushions because I couldn't give them up.
Which was great for you guys because you got to see all of Nancy's pincushions. I don't know if we counted all of those as finishes because you finished them during the year.
I don't think we showed them because of the retreat.
Oh, and you know what? You would have to go back and figure out which ones you finished like in January. Because I think...
Yeah, they're right there on top.
So, and you just haven't made them into... Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's where I was at. I was ready to do that, and I'm like, I'm going to keep this.
Okay, so next up is Nancy's Fabric, Part 9.
Was going the wrong way. Okay, well, we have a hole in the wall.
There's a hole in the top of the wall.
Oh, that reminds me. I was in in washing my hands the other day at work, and I looked up and I had this curl right in the middle of my forehead, and I heard Dad, there was a little girl who had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead.
And when she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was horrid.
But I just cracked up. I came out of the bathroom and I was just laughing, and people were looking at me like, what the heck is she doing in there?
Jane Freer, there was nothing in our drinks last week.
No, ma'am, there was not. I was drinking tea, not eggnog.
Mm-hmm. And I had caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. I needed some bubbles. We were loopy last week.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And, it may be a little loopy this week because we're filming with the overhead light off, so it seems very dark to us.
Yeah. But when we turned that on, it was just like white glare all the way down.
Well, and it was yellow glare. It was... Nancy's walls turned like pea soup green. It was not
another color I don't like.
It was not attractive. It would be a great color for Halloween.
Yes, it would. Okay, I'm showing you the grays into the purples today. So we'll start off with this one. It's a Lugana 28 count from, I'm sure it's from Silk Weaver. It's a Zweigert. Mm-hmm. And it's called Sudden Storm. So here is the tag. Okay. And it's really pretty.
It's really subtle.
Can you see that? I just love that. I don't know what I'm going to put on there, but oh my goodness, I can't wait to find something.
Maybe It's Cold Outside would be beautiful on it.
Or maybe the Winter Garden girl,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the next one, Silk Weaver, Cashel 28 Linen, Solo.
We like the solos.
So it's gotten a little darker. Here's the tag. I feel like we're farther away or something because I'm
we
really
are a
having
little
to
farther
stretch.
away.
But look at this.
That's
wow, isn't
pretty.
that pretty?
Love that.
Mm-hmm. It's really stormy looking. And then this is moving on into a little bit of purple. Now, this is a different one. It's a cork 18 count.
Huh.
Another one of those things I wanted to see what it was, but I don't know if I'll ever sew on it. It's a solo silk weaver. I can't even, I'm getting the glare from the window. Am I getting the, I think I'm getting the tag okay.
There. Oh, nope, the other way. There you go.
Okay. Look at this. We start off dark.
Ooh.
And look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then the other side is a little looser looking to me. So
it's looking really red purple on the screen, and I don't know if it's really...
It's not, and it's got this green, which is coming out more white, I think. But pretty. Okay.
I'll get you, my pretty.
And then we have Cashel 28 Linen by Silkweaver Solo. You guys never thought you were going to see so many solos, did you? I like this one because it's the lilac-y purple with a pale teal. Look at that.
And that's just half of it.
Yeah, here's the other side. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if I can even hold it up long enough for you to get the whole thing.
No, but you can fold it in half.
You ready? Okay, there we go.
There's the end.
My arms are not that long. Thank you.
Pick it up in the middle.
Yep. And then here is the last one.
This one's really pretty.
Swigert. It's a solo.
I don't know why she has all this purple.
Because they came up and I was like, oh, I love that.
It's my color.
I've stitched on it. Look, I cut it. I wonder what I sewed. I wonder what I did on it. So,
see, and that one's looking real red too. It's that yellow light.
And it's just really pretty.
You should click that light off for a minute, and let's see if it'll show. Yeah, see that? That's what color it really is. Let me turn it around for you. And if it's in half, you can see even a little more. That's what color it really is. Okay. That made a big difference.
Back there too.
Our what?
Our board. It's way back there.
Are we gonna need it, do you think?
I'm okay, I think.
Okay. So that's the end of Nancy's Fabrics Part 9. I don't know how much more you have to show.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I mean, you'll have to look at what you've already shown.
20 of them.
So, okay, next up, finishes. We both have a current finish. Yay. Okay, go.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're in the showing mood, so, go.
I worked on Amazing Grace by the Nebby Needle.
You still have, like, half of this fabric.
Uh-huh. Which I really like. It's so funny, though, because I go to work and I'm working on it, and the girls there who watched me do both of these designs are like, oh, I didn't know you finished that one. I'm like, yeah, back in 2016 I finished that. Right here beside you.
See, it's been a long time since they've seen it.
So here's my Amazing Grace.
Isn't it pretty?
I really, really like how it came out. It's just so light and delicate.
Wow.
I just really like it. Thank you very much.
Pretty. And I was working...
And what? It's on Blush by Silkweaver.
I was working on Samsara Designs Bachelor Buttons. And mine is on 32 count Tallahassee Teal from Silkweaver. It was just a little piece in my stash, so it was perfect. This is like a 16th of a yard. And there is mine. And I changed a little. Nancy and I went and shopped and bought buttons. So that's part of my stash.
Cute.
And I left a couple of the buttons off because I just didn't need them.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to want to put all of them on, but I think that's just enough.
Yep. So that's that one.
Yay,
that's exciting.
Congrats.
We both had
Yeah.
finishes. Woo-hoo. Okay, then next up we're going to talk about our stash.
Okay.
Now you have to go the other way, huh? What'd you get?
So, this is that week that I called and said, "Can you order the next one for me?"
And did you got something last week when we
That's
were there,
what
right?
these are.
They were
order
the
it.
next ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not what I picked up. It's,
No.
Okay.
No, it's what they ordered. So I got the next in the series of the Songbird's Garden, number 5, Bluebird of Happiness. And it's by the Cottage Garden. Isn't that sweet?
They're really cool.
I love that. And there are going to be 12 of them. So I found... Let me go ahead and show these at the same time.
Sure.
So I found, this was number 4, if you remember. That one is Promise of Spring.
Oh, this is all those.
Then I had number 3, Winter's Wisdom. I really love that one. Just so you can see the whole series together. And then I have Merry and Bright was the second one. And then someplace over there in that stash. Oh, come back, little. What's he say? Come back,
Little Sheba? Is that what you're talking?
Shane, come back. I hate that little boy. This one.
That was lovely, Nancy.
I just get tired of him whining all the time. Shane. This one is the first one that is over in my stash, but I cannot find it. Forever and Ever. That was number 1.
That's such a pretty series.
It really is gorgeous. I love it. I really can't wait to start doing it too, but I've seen some people are being very energetic, and they're putting them all on one piece.
Wow.
Now there's going to be 12 of these. So that's going to be a huge piece of fabric.
I think I'd like them better separate. I mean, unless they're doing them tiny, like over one, but...
And they didn't say they were. They were stitching on 28 count.
Because I would like to see all the detail from each one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And even though they're together, I'm afraid, for me, they would kind of blend, I think.
Got a hair.
Yeah. Okay, then the other piece of stash I got, I asked them out at Cece's, is who them is. I asked them if they would order me
Cece and Company in Blue Springs, Missouri.
This new one by Karen Kluba, Rosewood Manor, and I just think it's beautiful. It's called Friends Are Like Flowers. Isn't that beautiful?
Love those little birds.
Mm-hmm. And it down here, I can't even... Friends are like flowers. You can never have too many. But I got a surprise because then I've got... Oh, Flossville. It's by you.
Yeah, no.
I'll do it the other way.
Can't get that. Nope.
Oh.
You got to quit.
Well, it was just at the end.
Okay, here's the other one.
Where did it go?
Now we're
it's
both
under
going
my
to go off camera, okay? Hi.
Always something exciting at my house.
At least it's not me dropping things.
Yeah. I don't even know who these are by. Are they Rosewood Manor? Is it hers?
It says Rosewood Manor 6-strand cotton.
Oh, if I can get that in, that'll hold that better. So, there we go. There is the floss then. Isn't that beautiful? And I don't know if you can see the striation on that, but it's really pretty. I didn't know I was going to get floss, so that was a nice surprise. Rosewood Manor Thread Pack, House of Embroidery.
House of Embroidery. Okay.
So,
Fun.
I always like it because she sends you the alphabet here too to use. So,
which is nice because trying to figure out initials. I'm glad I don't have something really involved.
yeah.
So,
But that's my stash.
okay, my stash.
And what was that girl's name out there? Is it Chris?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to tell Chris, I love your hair. She's got beautiful white hair. And I thought it was natural, and she told me she did it. And then she did a big shock of purple the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It looked so cute.
It was cute. And Nancy and I went into CC and Company. We did some work after we finished our video. We weren't worried about it. And we got out there. Oh, they're open till 4. No, they're open till 3. And we got there at about 5 minutes till.
Yes.
And we walked in the door. Oh, I was trying to think. We walked in the door. Can you tell that part of the story?
I don't know where you're going with
What
it.
happened when we walked in the door?
Oh, we met somebody. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I wanted you to tell what happened.
Laura, it happened last week. I don't remember now. She saw Laura, if I remember right, and said, "Oh, I know you. You're from the Addicted Sisters."
It was really funny because she just yelled, "Addicted!" What did she say? As I live and breathe, the Addicted, something like that. The Addicted Sisters, and it was Kay Dunlap, and we have tried. Hi, Kay.
Hi, Kay.
We have tried to meet up with her, and things just haven't worked out yet. So it was really funny, and she had done the same thing we had, and had just wandered in about, she said, 10 or 15 minutes before we did.
They probably haven't changed their hours, but it sure felt like they had, because I thought they were open till 4.
So Kathy and Chris stayed, and they played with buttons with me to try and find things. And because we were in there, somebody else came in too. But she had either had something to pick up or knew exactly what she was getting, so it wasn't too long. But we were terrible. So I had ordered in 2 charts as well. And the one I got is Fairy Garden, which is number 11 in the Garden Club series from Blackbird Designs. It's the last one that I needed.
Oh, I remember this.
It's really pretty. And they show all of the designs here. So they show it again up there. But they show all of the designs from the series. Actually, that's probably not all of them. Because it's not enough.
That's just 9.
Anyway, that's what there was up to that point. And then the other one I ordered, if you remember a few weeks ago, I brought a little box that my friend Sue Wild made when she had my name in exchange. And it was from Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studio. So that's what the whole piece looks like.
That's a cool piece.
And then look at this. Down here at the bottom, they show doing a couple of little individual pieces from it. How cute is that? Love this thing.
Oh, I love the house row.
Isn't that fun? Look at the witch's socks.
Her different socks.
I love it. This is going to be so fun.
That's going to be a real fun one to work on.
So that's my stash for last week.
Do you guys do that? Do you laugh as you stitch when things come out? You get excited, and I do. You know, I finish off one little motif, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute.
Okay, so next up, we wanted to talk about... we're going to do this. We have a Pass the Stash. Nancy is feeling flush this week, and so she is going to pass some stash to you.
I have to find it first.
Things are in a different order, huh?
Oh, I put it over here on the stool. Look at that.
Okay.
So it would be easy to get to. So this is from, look, To the Point.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know when I bought this, or if it was passed on to me or what, but I have a memorabilia that I want to share, and it's called Angel of the New Dawn. I think she's beautiful. So that's what it would be. So,
what do you want them to answer? Like a favorite holiday tradition?
Yes. Yes, something about Christmas. I think that would be work.
So tell us what your favorite holiday tradition is. And you are hairy this morning.
Is
Goodness.
it me or the cat? I've already taken 20,000 of me off.
So tell us what your favorite holiday tradition is. Don't say giveaway, don't say gift, don't say prize. Please be a subscriber, like the video.
Yes.
You need to be at least 18 or get your parent or guardian to send us
do it for
an
you.
okay to give your address if you're the winner. So those are the rules. Angel of the New Dawn. Okay.
She's pretty.
Then next up, we have current whips and plans.
Okay. You want me to go?
You
Go.
show your current whip.
Okay.
We'll kind of go back and forth. How about that?
All right. Well,
because I'll talk a little and we'll work our current whips and plans in with this. Okay.
I had to start on something because I finished my piece.
Would you start? I'm excited. Oh, yay!
'Twas the Night by Sue Hillis. I tried to put another S on her name and it wasn't working right. By Sue Hillis Design. So that's what I pulled out. I had previously done all the wording, the whole poem.
See, I couldn't remember. I was thinking it was a whip.
Yeah, and I had to, I don't want to push that through the back.
That works. She's just catching it up there.
So I had decided, I was doing the border, and she uses a lot of the greens, like there were 4 or 5 greens in it. And I decided, you know what, I'm too lazy for that. So I pulled out a green that I'm using now. It is Gentle Arts Green with Envy. So this is the one that I'm using. It's got a lot of color change in it, but that didn't even get around there for you to see it, but you know what I'm talking about. So I had to frog a bunch of stuff, and then I got just a couple in. But there is the whole thing. I really like it.
Very cool.
And then there's my leaves that I got in Thursday and Friday. So, and it's on a pale green. It is called, I've got that in here too somewhere. Navy Bean Vintage by Lakeside Linens. Really doesn't look like a navy bean to me, but it's pale green. I don't know if you can get the color on there. There you go. So, that's what I did.
After I finished mine, I worked on, I pulled out my Baby It's Cold Outside, which I have on that really pretty Jack Frost linen from Silk Weaver. However, I was looking at the pattern, and you don't stitch the whole house. A lot of it's going to show through.
Oh.
So I'm kind of reevaluating, and I figured out that I had not started on the right thread, and so I wasn't seeing things.
Ooh.
So I pulled everything out, and I'm going to kind of.
Ouch.
I mean, I just had part of the border; it wasn't a big deal. But I'm going to kind of reevaluate and see if that's what I really want to do. I may go back and use that gray that I had pulled, just because it would work in pretty with the bricks on the house.
Hey, Sunny
And
Bunny.
I told you I spent a couple of hours on my 1/1 Prairie Schooler, and I've decided I just need to work on that in good daylight because it went pretty well. Then the other thing I am working on, a few years ago, yeah, that's my one that I need to keep.
Yeah.
A few years ago, we did a round robin with my friend Deanna, and Katie was supposed to stitch one. I stitched my house. Katie was supposed to stitch one, and she just didn't get it done. This is called Quilted Shaker Seasons. This is from a magazine. Let me see. Because Deanna just shared what we needed. It's by Gail Busey. Gail did a lot of things for magazines. I was trying to see if it said, but it doesn't say the magazine name anywhere. I would think that it's probably just cross stitch, because I know Deanna has a subscription to that. And if not, then I would think that it's either cross stitch and country crafts, or later it became cross stitch and needlework. I would have to find out. Deanna would have to tell me. But anyway,
But that's your working copy.
Katie kind of conked out. Life caught up with her and she just didn't have time. And once she started her own business, then she really didn't have time. So I had previously, Deanna had done all of the border and the hearts and the over one words. And I had done this one ages ago. So now I'm doing this one on the end piece for Katie's. And I made some pretty good progress on it.
That's pretty.
And Deanna, I am going to finish this one. If I sit down and put my mind to it this weekend, I think I could get this finished.
Oh my gosh.
And because it's just this. The little box is solid.
Oh, you mean this one section. I thought she meant the whole thing.
Oh no, and then I'll send it home and Deanna will do the other two. So that's what I worked on.
Is it yours or Deanna's?
It's Deanna's.
Oh, okay. I missed that. I'm sorry.
No, it's hers, and I've had it forever.
Gotcha.
And I kept waiting for Katie to do it, and I finally said, okay, I'll stitch your section for you, because I can't send it home with one little section done on it. That just doesn't work for me. No. So I'm doing that.
Deanna knew it was safe, so I'm sure she wasn't worried about it. She knew it'd show up on Flosstube one of these days.
She probably has been going, is this the week? So this is it, Deanna. And we do have more whips and plans that we want to talk about, but I want to introduce it a little. I'm going to pull this back toward me. It feels far.
You feel, yeah.
Nancy has a birthday this month. Woo! Her birthday is December 24th. So we would like to, you want to tell or you want me to tell?
No, you can tell.
It's your birthday.
Well, we'd like to do a sal with you, a stitch along. So we don't have a particular pattern in mind, but we're thinking just something small. So were you thinking even a theme or anything like that? Laura just surprised me with this yesterday or the day before. So
I
haven't got my mind wrapped around it.
That what we need is a new start for Nancy's birthday.
A new start for Nancy.
So what I thought is we need a hashtag. And I think we should just do hashtag Nancy B-Day Sal.
Okay.
And I think that'll work. And I'll post something. I have actually posted a couple times on Instagram this week. So I will make sure that I put that down below in our comments. But I will also go on Instagram and invite you all to the birthday stitch along.
Okay.
And it just, I know a lot of you start new things around Christmas and New Year's. And I just got the idea that we all like to be starting things and we all need a little peace around the holidays.
Yeah.
So find something, pull it out, and start something up.
Fun.
So
Thank you.
I thought I
Join
would.
me.
Yeah. So you want to show what you have out, and then I'll tell you what I've got going on over here.
Are you going to start something new for that? Is that what you're...
Show your stuff.
She won't even tell me. Okay. So I don't remember...
Oh, somebody wanted to know about this,
yes,
right?
I don't remember who the lady was that asked me about this. But they wanted to know the name of the book that I got my... Oh, this is a different design now. Quaker... No, it's different.
My Quaker House.
My Quaker House.
Is the picture before it or on the back?
Well, it's on the back. My picture up there in the corner.
This one.
Which is hard to see. But, I put it on that pretty pink. She wanted to know what Blackbird book I got it out of. And out of. Oh, geez, Louise. One of these days we're going to have to put something in our tea and Coke and let y'all...
And then we'll be like...
Oh, no, we'll be laughing like crazy. So this is the Blackbird book it came out of, With Thy Needle and Thread.
Nancy would like Jack and Coke. You just send that to her.
However, this is an out-of-print book.
Yes.
So you're not going to find it probably at a decent price.
You know what? You might try calling CC and Company and ask if they have any, or if they can check to see if they can get any, because...
Or your local needle workshop.
Well, no, I'm thinking CC and Company, because they will contact Barb and Alma and see if they still have any, and they will try and get it in for you.
Yeah, because they are here. Barb and Alma are here in Kansas City.
Yeah, so they're local to us, and we've gotten to talk with them a lot because they are local. But, you know, they may not have it, but by golly, they may have it.
Right.
And I always think that Heart's Desire has a lot of older charts and books, too. So
that's another good place to check, too.
You know, I need to just be making a list. So I'm going to list your hashtag. I'm going to list CC and Company. It's called With Thy Needle and Thread.
By BBD. There are so many. We showed you a flip through last week. There are so many in here that I want to start. They're just...
I can't write off that side.
Beautiful.
My handwriting's getting like a 400-year-old.
She's older than me. So anyway, I wanted to share that and remind you that, you know, it's not readily available, and it will take some digging to find it.
Yeah. What else do you have?
Well, last week I mentioned a couple different patterns.
Oh, and you need your tablet for
that I wanted to start. I just keep thinking about them, and I just want to do them. Vicky's done all these.
Vicky is fast.
Yes. I don't know how she does it. But there's a whole set of In My Garden by Nora Corbett, Mirabilia, and I want to do these. So this one is Spring in My Garden.
I like how these feel.
Yeah, they're just so clean and crisp. Summer in My Garden.
You're going to change the hair color so it's yours?
I don't know. I love the hollyhocks. And and there's a bird in the... No, it's not. It's a rose. Okay, and then, again, I have this over there, but I don't know where it is. This one is Autumn in My Garden.
I love the skirt in that one.
That one's beautiful. They're all beautiful. And then the last one, of course, is Winter in My Garden. Aren't those just so fun? And what's she doing out there waiting on her bulbs to bloom? She's stitching.
It looks like she's designing her garden.
Isn't that cool? I like those.
Those would be pretty.
So those are the 4 that I had mentioned.
What else do you have? Yeah, go ahead.
And then I mentioned the snow globes is what I call them.
Oh, yeah.
And they are by...
Mirabilia.
Witchold Imports Inc. But
that was the distributor.
Okay, designed by Nora Corbett.
Oh, so this is under her Nora Corbett line.
Witchold. Yeah, It still has the Mirabilia on here. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little houses, churches that I eventually want to get going on. This one is Little Snowy Lavender Church. I should have taken them out of the paper.
You did a good job, though.
I like that.
There's not much glare there.
Hi, Sonny boy. Little Snowy Gray Cottage. Look at that on that beautiful blue. I love that. Little... What? What was that one called? Little Snowy Gray Cottage. Okay. This one is Little Snowy Blue Cottage.
Do you think you had the same one?
I did. I thought I got 2 of the same ones. Little Snowy Green Cottage.
Did you get these during the garage sale?
No, I bought them.
Did you? Okay.
Full price. And Little Snowy Pink Cottage, which is my favorite. Look at that. I like blue best, but I like the style of that house. So just wanted to share those with you so you guys knew what the heck I was talking about last week.
So I decided that I am going to let Nancy choose my start for her birthday.
Oh my.
So I brought some things to show just to give her a nice selection here. This one is called New Wings, and I stitched this one for Nancy. I stitched the bottom one for Nancy.
The alphabet.
But I have all of the supplies for this top one. So I'll pass them to you.
Okay.
Then you can play. How about that?
Let me just clean my desk off so I know.
So, I mean, I've got all the supplies for that. Then I have this one that I have had for a long while called Spanish Rouge by Sampler Cove. Look at those reds. Darn, that's pretty.
Did that say it takes Vicki Clayton?
It did.
Does.
And of course, I'm not going to be able to get that because it would need 10 skeins of each one.
Wow.
So I am going to just choose a couple of really gorgeous reds. Maybe I'll get a hold of Carrie's Creations and do that. Then
I thought we were supposed to do smalls. This doesn't look very small.
I never said small, but I just said a new start. Then you probably thought small. Yeah?
No.
Then I have The Queen's Garden by the Scarlet House, which I just think is so cute.
Is that the one that Judy just finished?
Then
that hair is crazy.
I have Green Thumb,
which I have already.
Which I've already stitched once.
Are you going to put it on that Ada?
No. I don't have that Ada.
It was a damask that she put.
Yeah.
It was so pretty on there, though.
And then I have, it's called Begin by Bent Creek.
A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. I like that.
And I love this one. This was a 20-year celebration piece. And I got this, from Stitcher's Village. So I got this and it comes with the cute little buttons. I got this at Retreat one year. So there's that one. And then this little bag. This little bag has, that's number 12. Oh, good. I already put it in. Oh, I thought it had all of my little pieces. Nope, I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so what I would do is do number 1. I think it's called A Bowl Full of Cherries from this Garden Club series by Blackbird Designs. Because I want to stitch them in order. So I grabbed the wrong bag. I saw number 12, thought they were in there. So that's, your dilemma is that you'll have to look through and really think about it and choose what you like. You don't have to decide right now.
They're going, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You're really looking. So it's that. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Okay. But I have a lot of things. Are you eliminating anything yet? Okay. I could tell you what I wanted to start, but that would ruin the fun. And, these are things that have been on my radar. So I've been wanting to start them. And maybe I pulled things. A couple of them I pulled because they had a connection to Nancy. But really, they're just things that have been on my radar. I came across a bag where I had I had a whole bunch of pieces together that I've been wanting to start. And these were in it.
I like both of these, Laura.
Uh-huh.
I'm down to this one, Begin, and this one.
Maybe I'll have to start 2.
I know you wanted to do this, but I think I want you to do that.
This is the one I wanted to start. And it's the one she just picked. I found this in that bag and I was like, I really want to start that. And it's really cool. I just like all those little trees. And I was thinking maybe I would change it like to blue or to green. But I might just do it on a nice piece of natural. Because I like it clean like this. And everything would show pretty. And it needs weeks dye works. I need cocoa bark, onyx, Williamsburg red, seaweed, 2 DMCs, and then 2 Gentle Arts, dried thyme, and gold leaf. I probably have a lot of those already.
Those trees are just so quirky, and then they've got the little cardinals up on top of them, and the little all through here. They're just cute. I like that.
I like that too. And yes, I have been wanting to do this one. These were in the same bag, but this was the one that I had thought, oh, that's the one I should start. And I thought, no, I'll let Nancy choose. Good job.
I got her message telepathically.
And I was trying to sit here really quietly. You guys will have to tell me. I mean, she wasn't looking at my face, but you'll have to tell me if my face was giving it away. So, because I definitely had, that's what I wanted to start.
Good. Good. It's cute. I like it.
So please do join us and use that hashtag Nancy B-Day Sal. Maybe should I put an S in there? Nancy's B-Day Sal?
Yeah.
That would probably make more sense, huh? I'll add an S.
NANCYSBDAYSAL.
And like I said, I'll make a post this week. And we wanted to talk about it today because this is December 1st. So you have about 3 weeks to choose something. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not 15. Very long.
Yeah. A little over 3 weeks to choose something and get it all ready. And it can be whatever you choose. If Nancy needs to make your choice for you, then you're going to have to email her pictures.
Yes.
And her email is down below. Oh, do you see how excited she got? That's like the best birthday present you could give her. Send her pictures of your charts and let her pick your chart that you're going to start. But please do start something with this. It'll just be fun and it'll be what you are wanting to stitch on and not something that we've chosen specifically.
Right.
So makes kind of a fun one. And then we have to see all your finishes. Remember that if you want to show us pictures, you absolutely can grab both our emails from down below and send us an email.
Well, and that's, I was wondering, they can't add a picture on YouTube.
No, I thought that you could, but you cannot. Because I know we had asked Phyllis at one point to send us the link for the gumball machine, and she couldn't do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, anyway. So we have a little bit of Show Me news. And so if you're not interested in that, then we're going to say goodbye to you now. And please like and subscribe to our videos. Today obviously is very dark and
dreary.
Yeah. And this is, I don't even know what time it is right now. It's probably
12:28.
12:30. It should be beautiful, right?
Yes, it should be really sunny out there, shining in where Laura has a halo.
Oh my gosh. So Katie and I I worked all day. We went to the movies. We saw Instant Family, which is a really cute movie, and it's based on a true story.
Oh, fun.
So that was fun to see. And after that, I knew there was a fabric that we needed to go pick up, because Mr. Landis has evidently misplaced it again. We are shifting to be selling only ready-made sleeves. And in fact, I should tell you guys that, see, I'm caught in the middle of my story here. But beginning today, we are not taking any orders for made-to-order sleeves. Oh, okay. We are only going to, the only sleeves we're going to sell are ready-made. So there are pictures of them up, and there are a lot of them out there. The ones I showed you today are in the ready-made, so they would go out within 48 hours. Mm-hmm. But that's our goal, is to get to a point where we are only listing ready-made sleeves.
Then you don't have to sew like a maniac.
Yes. Then, like where I have been off this whole week, mm-hmm. and just dying, sitting, and I love to see the orders come in, but
oh yeah,
but where I know I can't sit And so then it's been really difficult. But anyway, so we were going to get fabric. We went to our fabric store close to the theater, and they didn't have what we needed.
Of course.
So we ended up having to drive all the way out to Metcalf.
Oh my.
It's like 30 minutes out to go to the fabric store. And we found what we needed. We had fun, and we stopped to put gas in the car. And as I was coming out the door, this man behind me said, he held the door for me, and I turned and told him thank you. And he said, "Your hair is so pretty." And I had it up like this, and I mean, my sides were straightened, and it was kind of, halo-y with all of the white and everything.
Yeah.
But it made me kind of giggle. So it was nice.
Yeah,
it's nice to have a stranger say,
people do that.
yeah, to say something to me. So
I think people should do that. Random acts of kindness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I regularly will, if somebody will catch my eye, if I can catch their eye, I will say, "I love your dress."
Me too.
I will tell them whatever I like about what's going on with them. Because
you look really pretty today. You look handsome.
Yeah. You need those little pick-me-ups.
Yeah.
You've got to spread that kindness. We don't need any of the mean stuff.
Right.
So, like, I removed a comment this last week, and it was not from any of you. So I will not subject you to any of the things that go on that are just not okay. I'll remove them. I don't have any problems.
No.
So anyway, but please like and subscribe to our video.
Come back next week.
Yeah. So show me news. What we wanted to tell you is we had somebody say that they tried to reserve a hotel room and they were told that there were no rooms available.
Right, that they couldn't find our block even.
So once you pay your retreat fee, which if we start at the beginning, the first thing you have to do is use our email down below, theaddictedsisters@gmail.com. Please only use that for retreat business.
Yeah.
If you're sending us pictures and things, use our
personal
email.
Mm-hmm.
But after you send that, then we're going to tell you that we need you to pay your retreat fee, which when you do that, select the friends option, please, because it charges a fee. And it may not seem like a lot. I mean, I don't even know that you see that it charges a fee.
No, I think it's just on our side.
But it does two things. It charges a fee and it puts the money on hold because it thinks that we are going to send you a product.
Right.
And until we prove that we're sending you a product, or we wait like 30 days, they don't release the funds.
Right.
So send it to us as a friend.
Which right now, 30 days may not seem like a big thing, but when we get down close to the retreat and we're trying to get the rest of the goodies that we want to share with you, that 30 days could be a killer.
Yes. And we've hit a point where if you send it and we don't get the full $200 or 200, the full $100,
like, wow, did we raise the rate?
The full $100, we're going to ask you to send us money again.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to tell you about it, but it just, and I know if you're paying with a credit card, that makes it a hard thing. But if you're paying with a credit card and you need us to bill you, then we're going to build in the charge. And you're going to pay, it's under $5. It's like $103.05 or something like that. Mm-hmm. But we're going to build that in because we need to get that flat amount so that we have enough to spend on you guys.
Right.
The money is for you.
Yeah.
So, but the hotel rooms are available. Once you have paid your retreat fee, we're going to hook you up with our Facebook group.
Right. And then on the Facebook group, there's information right at the very top. Tells you the name of the hotel, the phone number, and our block number. So that you can contact them directly. Tell them either our name.
You can say the Addicted Sisters.
It's not under Show Me, so that could be part of the problem that was the other day. It's under the Addicted Sisters.
We're telling this, and we're not supposed to be telling this.
But we, But then they've got the block.
We have a number, which is what they really want you to use.
Right.
And that's listed on our Facebook group.
Right.
So.
And then plus from there, that's where you get to know people and find roommates and new friends, show off your projects. You know, so it's a good group. We've got a good group of ladies
Yes,
on
we
there
do.
now.
And we're seeing some fun stuff.
Yeah, and Sylvia and
Kathy.
all I could think was Chris. They are on there too. So, you know, eventually I know you're going to want to start a virtual cart.
Yes.
And those ladies can help you out with that.
The other thing I wanted to talk about is that we had hinted that we donated a spot for the retreat to Michelle Bindi Stitchy, and she used it for her fundraiser for apraxia dyspraxia.
Yes.
And it was specifically because Heather, the imperfectly perfect stitcher, has a son who is someone with apraxia. And apraxia means that you've got it all going on up here and you can't get it out. That's very basic. You need to go back and listen to them and find out exactly. But that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it. It's all working. It just can't come out. It's not connected and it can't come out. So Michelle did a wrap up with Heather.
Oh, fun.
And you can watch that. And our spot went to somebody who actually lives in Missouri. And she's already on our group. Hi, Christy Lee. I don't know if you watch us. So, but she is signed up and in there. And when they were talking about it, Michelle gave Heather the grand total that was raised. And then she had a surprise for her.
Oh.
This is going to choke me up. And it takes, I mean, I generally hold it together pretty well on camera. But partway through, somebody said to Michelle, what about Heather? Heather needs her. It's buying iPads that have all of this software loaded to them so that they can communicate.
That's right. Yeah. That's really so cool.
Heather has a son with apraxia. So somebody said to Michelle, what about Heather? She needs an iPad. So from that point on during the month, Michelle started asking the people who
donated,
who won a prize and who were donating, do you want your money to go to the general fund or to Heather's fund? And she said from that point on, everything went to Heather's fund, and they raised not all of the money for Heather's iPad, but they raised like 3/4 of the money.
Oh, wow.
For her iPad. And it was the coolest thing. Heather had no words. I mean, she just said, I just.
Wow.
It was so cool. And there were a lot of people who had donated items and so many people who were able to buy the items that were donated. I'm in a position right now that I can't spend money on anything, but it was something Nancy and I talked and we were like, but we could do this.
Right.
So
we're so glad we were able to contribute.
Yeah. So, and Michelle already hinted we have a second spot that she will list sometime during December. And her December fundraiser is for, it's because of all the forest fires up in Northern California. I believe it's a community center who has done outreach work. And I loved listening to Michelle because she was so cute. She said, well, Aaron Rodgers is a spokesman for it. If you guys don't know, Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback in the NFL.
I'm not a sports fan, so she had to explain that to me.
I had to tell her that, yeah. But anyway, Aaron Rodgers is a spokesperson for it, and Michelle checked it out. Michelle checks out every charity, so she knows that it's a good one. But anyway, she checked it out. That's what December will be. You can watch her announcement on her last video, and we will have a spot in there so that, you know, somebody else can just make their donation to charity and get to come to the retreat and have fun with this. So I will put the basic information about the retreat below, just how to get started, and all of our other links. I made some notes.
Yay!
So, until then, I want to start bringing note cards to do it on.
Oh, okay.
Stickies. But she's Nancy.
And she's Laura.
And we are
The Addicted Sisters.
Have a great week.
Bye.